Hey there, it's Angela Rasmus, self-leadership coach and mentor for women in business. And today I want to give you a self-leadership snippet that is all around emotional intelligence, or rather what I like to call emotional dexterity. Now, this is a cluster of skills. There's 5 different skills, but on this morning's self-leadership session, we focused on the first and most important one, the grounding part of emotional intelligence, which is self-awareness. Now, it's very easy to dismiss this and like, yeah, I know this. But when we actually dig down under the surface, literally of our emotions, we can find incredible tools to work with, which will help you make far better decisions, will help you work out where you want to go with your business, will help you work better with your clients and suppliers and partners. Really, the list is endless. So this is a skill that I really encourage you to focus on. Now, in this morning's session, the first thing we did was we checked in to find out what emotions were in the room. And that's as simple as pausing and asking yourself, what am I feeling right now? Now, some of the emotions that the participants said today was discombobulated, excited, overwhelmed, apprehensive, and anxiety as well was another one that came up. Now, when we first look at those emotions, that top level of the iceberg, they might demand a certain type of response. So if you're feeling excitement, that sounds positive. So how might I respond to that? But if you're feeling apprehension, what might sit under the surface? When we actually looked at the emotion of overwhelm that one particular woman had, we actually found that it was tinged with excitement, time pressure, and anxiety. So this was about a big change that was coming up in her business. She was feeling that pressure, that could she get it all done in time? But when we actually noticed that excitement and anticipation were there as well, that gave us the insight that this challenge was actually something that was motivating and supporting her. And recognizing that and dealing with the whole cluster of emotions rather than just going, I'm overwhelmed, and defaulting into a particular behavior actually gave her far more agency and just a little bit more positivity as well, which is always helpful. So what do we do with these emotions? Well, number one, we have to name it. What am I feeling? And that ability to have the dexterity and to express, or rather expand your your vocabulary, is that we want to see not just the top level emotion, but what is underneath, what is the depth. So we looked at those emotions that were holding hands beside each other, was the way I like to look at it. Now, when you have that, you want to ask yourself, well, what's created this? Where is the trigger? And that can be a trigger up or a trigger down. So this is about positive emotions just as much as it is about recognizing and responding to negative emotions. So if you notice this upbeat excitement, this feeling of anticipation, this feeling of enjoyment and fun, what are you doing? Do more of those things. Okay. Once you have decided what may have created it, we want to check for patterns. Is this an emotion that comes up a lot? And if it is, we want to dig a little deeper and see, where are the connecting threads? If I'm feeling fear or doubt or shame a lot, what are the situations that are causing that? And what does that then ask me to do in terms of changing the environment, or perhaps more of the understanding about yourself? Those patterns are very, very important. And then what we want to do to build the motivation to actually want to change is look at the impact and influence of the emotions. If you're finding that anxiety and fear is running the show, then that may actually stop you from showing up on camera or in other ways. It might make you make hasty decisions when it comes to the financial side of your business, i.e. there are emotions that do not serve. Okay, their impact is going to hold you back. So naturally, we want to be able to identify and deal with those emotions. Equally, as I was mentioning before, if the impact of an emotion is the positivity and it gives you that feeling of momentum and has you taking action, we want to do more of that. So really understanding the individual emotions and their patterns is incredibly important. So really, what I want you to do is I want you to see your emotions as messengers. I want you to practice that good old cookie of mindfulness and notice in the moment. And as one of the lovely women on the call today said, ask myself, what is in my best interest right now when it comes to responding? Ultimately, we're looking to grow your ability to respond rather than react to whatever the emotions are that are coming up. And that is a key skill of a self-leader, to be able to be present, to bring all of your faculties to decisions and to actions and to planning, rather than finding yourself hijacked by thoughts and corresponding emotions that are not going to serve you as a self-leader and as a business owner. So I hope you found this helpful. Please register for the self-leadership sessions. I will put the link below, because even if you haven't made it to the 6 we've already had, all of those recordings will be available to you, and they will build this repertoire of skills that really expands your ability to show up in the world and to build your business in the way that best serves you, just as much as you serve your clients. So again, Angela Rasmus, self-leadership coach and mentor. I look forward to sharing another self-leadership snippet very soon. Take care.